Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy. Today we're here at Four Seasons Residence Club, Scottsdale at Troon North here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And if there's any doubt that I'm here, well, I'm standing right in front of it, and I also have the $50 baseball cap to prove it. Good thing is, I got a 20% discount over at the hotel, so I only paid $40. But you're not here to see that. You want to see a resort tour, so let's check out this beautiful property right after this. Okay, so here we are outside the main check-in lobby and registration for the Four Seasons Residence Club here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Beautiful property. Just wanted to point out here, kind of before we head in and take a look at the lobby, kind of the Four Seasons Residence Club starts essentially right here. All the buildings this way are Residence Club, and we have a number of buildings down this way, which are actually part of the Four Seasons Resort here in Scottsdale at Troon North. Something that is actually a beautiful hotel property, and when you're staying here at the Four Seasons Residence Club, you do have full access to the facilities down there. You can actually just walk over there if you like, or they do provide golf cart shuttles over to there as well. It is a bit of a walk, but I believe there is actually a good walking path all the way between here and over there at their main lobby as well. Really, really beautiful property here. We're going to now take a walk in here and through the lobby and then out the other side, because that's where the pools are. And there is a bunch more things to see around the resort, so let's get going. Yeah, so here's the entrance to the main lobby. Like I said, they do have these golf cart shuttles. They will take you essentially over to the hotel properties, so you can enjoy the pools or amenities over there. Also a number of restaurants as well. Let's just head inside here. We'll take a look at the lobby. There's a fitness center, some activities, and so much more.
When we first enter the lobby here, the first thing you're going to notice on the left-hand side is where you'll go and check in. Just a small registration and check-in desk there. Now continuing back here a little bit further, they do have a water station there so you can get some fresh filtered water. Then back in here, you actually have a really nice room, plenty of seating areas, kind of has a bit of a country club vibe to it. Definitely a really neat lobby here. There's of course restrooms. And off the side here we do have a table with a set of chess. And off in another room, we actually have a billiards table. And then in the back here, there is also foosball. So if you want to take advantage of maybe a rainy day, you can come in here and take part in some activities. Now in here just a little bit further, they have this kind of really nice little library room, fireplace in here. Looks like a really nice cozy place to come in and just hang out. And in here, they also do have really nice design work to the ceiling and the overall aesthetic to the room. Now that we've seen that, let's head back outside.
Okay, so that was the main lobby and registration. Kind of just coming out back here now, we do have a number of different seating areas. There's some really nice areas to kind of come sit and relax. Then over here, they also happen to have a really nice fireplace. So a nice place to come here, sit maybe on those cooler evenings or even the cooler days when, it's wintertime, you can come out here and enjoy this. So let's just head over this way. We're starting to get our first look here at kind of what is the pool area. This actually is an upper pool, kind of a kiddie pool, shallow pool. We'll take a closer look at that here in a moment. Just over here, we do have some more activities. You have ping pong, you do have some seating areas here as well, and there's a gas grill. There are a few of these kind of spread around the resort, so we'll point those out as we come across them. But just inside the door here, we actually have fitness center and locker rooms, so let's go in and take a look. Yeah, so in here is your fitness center. You have a number of bikes here, number of treadmills, ellipticals, and I believe there's a couple of Pelotons over here as well. So if that's the kind of thing you like, you can certainly come and take advantage of it here in the fitness center at the resort. You also have some dumbbells here and some free weights over here too. So now what we've seen in the fitness center here, I want to show you real quick the locker room, because there's a nice little feature in there I want to point out. Then in here we do have locker rooms. Then just really quickly to point out, in here in the locker rooms you do have sinks, toilets, they have a scale there. But something I really do want to point out in here is the lockers, television, and they also have a steam room back there. So if you want to come in, get into the steam, you can certainly do that and enjoy that here at the resort. We're going to head back out the back here and find our way now to the pool area. Okay, so that's the locker room and fitness center. Let's continue around the resort. So much more to see. Okay, so the pool gates, no key, no locks, no nothing like that, so you can easily get in. And then this here kind of just an upper pool. The main pool area is down there. It's actually 2 levels as well. But this one here, just a small wading pool, only 1 foot in depth. So great for kids, great for toddlers. Take advantage of that if your kids want to play in the shallow water. We can go out over there potentially to what is their bar and restaurant. We're actually going to go back out the gate we came in and continue around this way. So continuing around here, I just want to kind of show you this little mini putting green. So they have a little place set up here. So if you want to practice your putts, you can come and do that here. And now kind of the main pool area is right up here. They do have kind of what they call the quieter pool down here. So let's go take a look at that first. Yeah, so this here's kind of, you might call it their quieter pool. Kind of consider all the pools quiet. I believe they're all open 24 hours, so you can come pretty much anytime you want. They do have a long list of rules that they'll send you prior to arrival, and they'll give you when you check in. They'll even ask you to sign it. The obvious things for county health code, making sure your kids have swim diapers, taking a shower before you get in the pool, that kind of stuff. But they also have a myriad of other rules like no food and beverage in the pool, no throwing balls, no loud games like Marco Polo. And you know, that kind of stuff is music to my ears. I really am annoyed by people who throw balls in the pool and play those loud games. You know, I'm here to enjoy a nice quiet pool. Really is lovely here at this resort, though. It seems, for whatever reason, at least 50% of the people here that we've noticed are throwing balls in the pool. There was literally 4 people in the pool yesterday, and 2 of them had balls throwing them around. One guy even threw it off of the balcony of the casitas that you can see around the resort here to his family down in the pool. So really kind of annoying. So please make sure you're following the rules, and everybody can enjoy their time here at the Four Seasons Residence Club here in Scottsdale at Troon North. So yeah, this here is kind of their quieter or smaller pool. Really nice kind of waterfall there as well. So it looks like up to 4 foot in depth. And now let's just go up these steps here and we'll take a look at the bigger pool area now. So yeah, here is their bigger, larger pool area here. Really nice, beautiful pool here early in the morning. They do have a hot tub down there. We'll take a look at that here when we go over that way. But plenty of loungers, lots of umbrellas. No real other shade other than the umbrellas though, unfortunately. So can get pretty hot here unless you get a chair with an umbrella. Yeah, this here is kind of the pool area from this side. Let's go down here. We do have kind of their bar and restaurant down there and also a towel hut that I'm going to show you next. Yeah, so coming down to the other end of the pool area here, we do have in here their Octillo Grill. So just a place where you can come, grab a bite to eat. It does look like they also have a coffee and tea bar here in the morning. So if you want to come grab a cup of coffee or some tea, you can certainly take advantage of that. And then it's also where you'll find a number of different magazines and daily newspapers. Now, I've also noticed a number of those in the main lobby as well. So if you're wanting to get a daily newspaper, be sure to check them out there. Here is the pool area again from the other end. That quiet pool kind of down over the edge over there. And yeah, really nice, beautiful pool area. Here is a closer look at the hot tub. Pretty good size. It was pretty hot the other day when we were in it. So definitely an enjoyable day here at the pool. It is definitely a much more quieter pool than what we're used to at a lot of timeshare resorts. There aren't a lot of people this time of year. Obviously, we're in low season. It's 4th of July week here. So actually rather quiet for it being a holiday weekend. Yeah, really, really lovely pool area here at the Four Seasons Residence Club here in Scottsdale. And here I also want to kind of point out the buildings they have here. Really lovely views also here from the pool area. All of the buildings are kind of in casitas. So separate little buildings with just a small number of units in them, maybe 8 at most. So yeah, really nice, cute little buildings here. Definitely fit into the landscape really, really well. And you can see another one here behind me. So nice, interesting architecture here at the resort. Definitely fits in with the Scottsdale vibe. And just continuing over here, they do have a towel hut, so you want to come get your towels. They do have water available here as well, and they even have some sunscreen. So now we've seen that, let's head out this back gate. There's a few more things I want to make sure I point out around the resort. So just out here, there is another gas grill. I do believe I saw at least maybe 3 or 4 around the resort, so probably not going to have a hard time finding a gas grill to utilize. Then over here, they do have a restroom. So if you're in the pool area, need to use the restrooms, there is a set right here. Okay, so we're now just kind of out back of the resort, just showing you some of the parking areas. Essentially, when you're at your casita, you're just going to be pulling up and parking pretty much right in front. Now just continuing out here, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make my way up this way. Just a couple more things I want to show you. Okay, I'm back up here, kind of towards the main entrance, but not really, really close to it. It's just down there. Where we actually came from, way down over there was the pool area. We can pretty much almost get to the pool area from any of these buildings really easily by just kind of cutting between the buildings. Several pathways down to the pool area. I just want to kind of show you there's really nice views here at the resort. Beautiful rock formations here north of Phoenix in Scottsdale, Arizona. Showing you the parking areas here as well. So when you park here, you're pretty much just going to be pulling up almost right to your casita. Most of the buildings have elevators. I think there might be a couple that don't because they're only 2 floors. But any of them that are 3 floors, they do have an elevator. I did notice in at least one building, there was no ramp accessibility to the entrance to the elevator on the ground floor. So keep that in mind. You might have an issue there. Might have just been 1 or 2 buildings though, at least 1 for sure. And I just want to show you also here, anywhere you see one of these little buildings, this is actually where you'll find guest laundry, and ice. There's actually quite a few of these around the resort. Definitely not very far from guest laundry or ice. These are mainly for people who have a studio villa because the studios do not have in-room laundry or an ice machine in the refrigerator. If you have a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom, not gonna be a problem. You have a laundry room in the unit, big full refrigerator with ice in the door, so certainly very handy for those that have 1 or 2-bedroom units. Really beautiful resort here at the Four Seasons Residence Club in Scottsdale at Troon North. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps out these videos. And to see a full 2-bedroom unit, I did a video tour of that one. I'll put it right here for you to check out coming up next. Thanks for watching, and remember, until next time, the best destination is always a timeshare.